Alright, what is up everybody? Coming back at you with another video on the channel today. And we have got a very cool knife today, something I'm really excited for. This knife really flew under my radar until the drop. It was a pre-order, it was a re-op pre-order, so it was like 9 months. Had no idea about it. I saw Lefty EDC posting about it. Then I saw like Screaming Pirate EDC post about it. Some other guys posted about it. Looked it up. Didn't love it at first. Watched a couple other videos and it really started to grow on me. So I went ahead and picked it up. Now these are somehow currently still available. RenegadeEDC.com. Go to knives, and there's a couple options left. Grab them while you can. He did one run of these, and when they're gone for a while. So let's get right into it. Now these are done by a gentleman, I believe his name, I know it's Chris, I can't remember the last name, drawing a blank. Anyways, American designer. He got popular off of his hanks and some other stuff. He has really high quality handkerchiefs. Shipped in this very nice box. Ordered a few days before Christmas, and I had emailed him. I got impatient. I was like, hey, you think you can ship before Christmas? And he did. He shipped it 2 days later, and I think in this knife world we get caught up on same day shipping, next day shipping, and I'm spoiled. What can I say? It's just a one-man show. But anyways, these are produced by Riot, as I said. I put a couple of my other favorite Riot made knives up here. I've got duplicates of these top two. I don't know why that matters. Very nice Pelican case. You can see the O-ring down here. This is actually waterproof. Really solid. It feels more stout than a Medford case. Here's the knife. We'll set this aside for just a second. Real quick on this COA, the G.O.M, aka the God of Mischief. He also did a knife called the Gungnir, which I think is Odin's sword or something like that. Kind of does these Norse mythology themes. Number 9 of 480, batch 1. So he did a large batch. So he had some capital built up because he actually ordered these and did the pre-order a few months later. I don't know if there's 480 total or 480 of each colorway, because there was 3 micarta options, then the same 3 micarta options with the DLC option, so like 6 options total. I don't think he ordered 3,000 knives, probably 480 total if I had to guess. Finish is bead blasted. Yeah, because these were going to be stonewashed, I think, and they ended up going bead blasted. Black micarta, bead blasted hardware as well. Then Chris's signature. Here you go. There's the website info, Chris at renegadeedc.com. Very responsive to my email. Email me back right away. Very cool looking patch. Also has candles, mugs, all sorts of cool EDC stuff. Like I said, very nice Pelican case. It's solid. Now let's get into the knife, guys. I absolutely love this thing. Let me start off by saying that. At first, I wasn't crazy about the design, but it's just really grown on me. That nasty Warncliffe blade. It's got some crazy chamfering going on. So the top, I really like this. It's got the jimping moved up, and then your thumb can sit right into that there very comfortably. Then you've got a swedge cut here, but you've got a secondary swedge on the cut down. My hands are dirty, guys. I washed them, I scrubbed them, still didn't get everything. I just worked 12.5 hours. Gonna have to overlook it. Wasn't gonna do this review, but I'm just so excited about this knife. Had to go ahead and knock it out. 3.25 inches of cutting edge, about 3.5 overall on the blade. This is a 7.75 inch overall knife. and it is fantastic EDC size for me. That 7, I really like about 8, but 7.5 to 8.5, perfect EDC range and just overall range, in my opinion, even though I do love my big beefy Medfords. It's right around 0.6 inches thick at its thickest point, but these are sculpted scales. They're not just flat slabs, contoured. That's what I'm looking for, contoured scales. I love Riot's hardware. You can see that nice bevel around the screw, and it's just a very solid cutout. 3D milled titanium pocket clip. You've got micarta bolsters. This is a bolster lock knife, as you can see here. You do get a steel lock bar insert action after just 2 days. Fantastic. You can tell this thing's going to break in to be drop shut. Detent is really perfect on mine. As a lefty, a bolster lock works really well. And speaking of, here's lefty EDC's knife, the Stout, which is also a bolster lock, and you can get your thumb here as a lefty and not be on that lock bar. That's another thing that kind of turned me on to this knife, a nice reverse flicking bolster lock. I can get my thumb there and do the reverse flick. And guys, the ergos, oh man, absolutely fantastic ergos. And just your regular choked back grip, I can comfortably get 4 fingers, and I'm an XL to 2XL glove. Thumb lands pretty well here on the ramp. You can really do some comfortable work there. Pocket clip is not a hot spot at all. You can also get this with a wire pocket clip. You can get natural micarta or green micarta. You can also get full DLC bolsters, backspacer, blade, everything with those 3 micarta options and the wire or the milled clip. $5 more for the DLC. Oh yes, that reverse flick. And being a Riot made knife, they just absolutely nailed it. You know, M390 with this nice satin. But the ergo is very good in a choked back grip. Move up to this finger choil, and it's just a dream. You can still sit comfortably back here in the choked up grip. You can also move up there. Some people said it's not comfortable. I don't know if he changed it from the prototypes, but it feels pretty good to me. It's really not sharp at all, in my opinion. Now, something he did on his first knife, the Gungnir, you can see that stepped jimping in the deployment hole. You see that pretty well there. Yeah, you can see it. It's kind of like stepped jimping, and that's something I hadn't seen before, and it kind of grabs onto your nail and just gives you really, really solid deployment. And again, the detent is tuned almost perfectly. Maybe a little stronger. I don't know. It's pretty good, though. I think it's about perfect. You can see it's grabbing a little bit of skin there. But it's not enough to really hurt. Maybe after a couple hours. But it really gives you good grip with that step jimping. Now the front flipper, you can see, is obviously very tall, but you get jimping that goes all the way around it. And you can get kind of on the top of it, and it's just a super satisfying front flip there. Oh yes. This might be my knife of the year, guys. And I've got a lot of cool knives this year. You know, I've traded, bought, sold a lot of knives. I got an Arius this year. I got a CKF Evo 3.0. Got a lot of different knives this year, and this one coming in as a late entry, but just everything together. Riot made. Those ergos. The ergos are so good. This sick looking Warncliffe blade. I like that nice satin, and I really like Riot's micarta. It's a little smoother. Some people may not like that. I don't look to micarta for grip, really. I don't absolutely love micarta. I don't go out of my way to get it, but I don't not like it. Good comparison is the Vero Engineering Axon. It's actually a lefty model. Micarta is similar. It's a little bit smooth, but I really like Riot's micarta. I've had it on like some Pina knives and on a CK Maverick S. I really love their micarta. I love Riot's hardware. Have not disassembled this one yet, surprisingly. I did put a little KPL in the pivot. It's just so perfectly centered. I don't have any issues as of right now. No blade play. No lock rock. So I really have no reason to take it apart just yet. The pivot hasn't worked itself loose. So we're going to break it in a little bit, and then maybe a few weeks down the road, we'll definitely pull it apart there. Being a Riot-made knife, they pretty much just fall apart when you take the screws out, and they snap right back together. I do really like this full-size backspacer. You get a lanyard loop for you crazy weirdos. This is a flat grind. Now, he did a hollow grind on the Gungnir. People complained, said it should be a work knife. So he did a flat grind on this. He probably should have just done another hollow grind again, you know. He already did it on the big knife. Why not the small one too? Doesn't bother me though. I don't use my knives enough to where that really matters. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's cool to say it, but other than that, there's, you know, not many benefits for your everyday guy. Let's do a sharpness test. Get a piece for us there. And being Riot, of course, it is hair splitting sharp. Right out of the box. The only knife I've ever got from Riot that wasn't stupid sharp was this Avant, which is supposed to be one of the thinnest behind the edge knives that has the, you know, everything's there for it to be a laser beam, but it's just not. I even stropped it. Oh, real quick, these were pretty much the same price, within $10, and this knife, it's just not even a comparison, guys. I don't hate this knife. I like the design. I would probably like the new titanium version more. I'm not huge on micarta. It's just not exactly for me. I do like the looks, but it just doesn't work great for me. I do absolutely love my stout. I'm really wanting to get a buzz from Devo Knives Lefty EDC. He's got that Devo Knives buzz and also a mash coming soon. I'd like to grab both of those if I can. Might need to sell a few anyways. But yeah, guys, Renegade EDC G.O.M. God of Mischief. If you see this, if this knife interests you at all, just pick it up. You will not be disappointed. Only downside to this big flipper tab is when you go to disengage it, if your finger's up here, it'll catch it. So all you got to do is pick the finger up a little bit, and you get used to it. But yeah, getting that detent right to have a reverse flicker and a front flipper can be a little tricky. But I think they've nailed it here. And I'm just in love with this knife, guys. But yeah, that's it. That's the Renegade EDC G.O.M. Fantastic knife, guys. I've got some more reviews coming for some stuff I've had for a little bit, just checking out. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Look for more videos coming soon. Subscribe to the channel if you like knives and knife content, and have yourself a great day.